MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 4 of the National League Division Series between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
Well, because this is a 5-game series, this is an elimination game. I think that any time a team's season is on the line, they have to play like it. I think they'll be really aggressive and try to force the other team into some mistakes. If they play well, all of a sudden this series is all tied up, and we'll have a Game 5 to look forward to.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 Chicago Cubs.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. How do they go about staying alive in this one, D-Row?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposite in that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
Yu Darvish is the man on the mound for the 4th game of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery, has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider, will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers in the game, and you'll know early. If he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Leading off tonight for Washington, shortstop, Ray Sanders.
Here comes the first pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Hit weakly back to the mound. First out.
In the second spot tonight, center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Comes set and the 0-1. Ball 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matty, Clyde's my type of umpire. I didn't mind the low strike zone, and that's exactly what he has. If you're not going to give him above the belt, I'm okay with it.
D-Row, you know, one of the things, I guess, with Clyde is he is a real good low strike umpire. Pitchers seem to like him more than hitters, but one thing I will say, he has a very consistent zone. It's a low zone, but a consistent zone.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
First delivery to him on the way. Sliders in for a strike.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
The 0-1. And there's ball 1. Just getting things underway here at Wrigley. A ball and 2 strikes now. Darvish pauses, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. The count now at 2-2. Fly ball right down the line and left. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
That's a pitch he'll look back on and relive tonight when he's lying in bed. A pitch away from posting a 0 in the first, and he makes a big mistake, and he pays the price. So now he's got to work on leaving him out there at second base.
Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
Comes set with the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Zimmerman, or just simply Zim, he was a first-round pick back in 2005.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Bottom of the first, straight ahead, we're scoreless on MLB Network. And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. D-Row, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. So here's how the Washington Nationals are positioned defensively. And how fortunate are we that we get to watch the Gold Glover play some center field today. He's on every highlight reel, on the regular, making huge plays for his defense, saving runs, throwing guys out at the plate, diving in the gap with his hair on fire. This one should be fun.
Here's Javier Baez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Javier Baez.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Missed with a slider. Ross is sort of a curious case as a starter. Usually doesn't walk many guys, but at times he ends up giving up his share of hits. The translation on that is that he throws a lot of strikes, but oftentimes they are hittable strikes.
One of the keys, Matt, you'll have to watch from this guy. At times he kind of tiptoes, he tap dances around the strike zone. He has good stuff, but when he falls behind in the count, he tends to nibble a little bit. Then when he brings the ball into the strike zone, and when he does, he becomes much more predictable. And what happens with that? The hits per 9 innings tend to go up.
3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The lefty Jason Hayward waits in the on-deck circle. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, right fielder.
Here's Jason Hayward now. First chance for him here with a man on. From the stretch. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Hayward, or often just J-Hay, who was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's thrown into right.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
And that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times, somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately, not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. Into the bleachers and gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his 3rd home run of this series, and the Cubs have taken a 3-0 lead. Now, that ball was an absolute tape measure blast. Probably one of the farthest home runs you'll see all season, and as Show Track tells us, it was projected at exactly 450 feet. That's one that'll make the highlight shows later on for sure.
Batting fourth, third baseman, Rick Ryan.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Lifetime against Joe Ross. He's gone 2 for 8. Two and 0.
Now with the 2-0 count and the power at the plate, it could be fireworks time. This is the kind of count he makes his money in.
The 2-0 on the way. Is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And he hits the corner with that one. 2-2.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Three runs already home here. Contreras in front, 2 balls and no strikes. Three and 0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
The 3-0 pitch. Too high, and that cost him ball.
Been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside.
And in the first inning, with this guy already looking a little shaky on the mound, I'd have to think you'd have to throw him a strike right here. He hasn't proven to me that he can even get within the zone yet.
1-1 to Schwarber.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Batting 7th, center fielder, Ian.
So in now for Chicago, Ian Happ. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to short. Turner has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's 3-0 Chicago.
Leading off for Washington, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
First pitch on its way. There's a strike.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. The 1-2. 1-2 pitch is a slider that misses, 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Striding in now for the Nats, Anthony Rendon, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. From the belt, kicks and deals. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for ball 2. The 2-1 misses above the zone for a ball.
He drilled the previous batter, and now he falls behind 3-1 to this guy. The last thing you can do, though, is throw a fastball middle of the plate right here.
The 3-1, and he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Batting 7, left fielder.
Coming to the plate now, Matt Adams. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches have certainly gotten away from him.
The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Murphy at second, Rendon at first with no outs. A strike, and it's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is a breaking ball in off the plate.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. 1 there. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Here's the catcher now, Miguel Montero, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at third and 2 gone. And this is swung on and missed that time by Montero. No balls and 2 strikes now. A little bit off the outside. It's 1 and 2.
This is a huge at bat right here. He wants to get this guy and have the pitcher lead off next inning without question.
Men on third with 2 down. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. 1 left for Washington. Still down 3-0. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Yu Darvish. He'll match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning. Here comes the first pitch. And 1. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1 pitch. Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. Hit hard on the ground at first. Scooped up on the backhand. And a step on first himself for the out.
Batting ninth, the shortstop.
Here's Addison Russell. Lifetime against Joe Ross. Just a 1 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And with 2 away, a look at our playoff tree here. And our winner here gets set to take on the LA Dodgers in the NLCS. Digging in for his second at-bat, Javier Baez. He drew a walk his first time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a curveball over the inside corner.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this second inning. After going out in the first, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Cubs leadoff batter. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Two balls and a strike to Javi Baez.
2-1.
Two and two now to Baez. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. In now for Washington, Joe Ross. He'll begin things here against Yu Darvish. Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. Misses, ball 2.
The count is 2-1.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. The 2-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now another 2-2. He stays alive, still 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at-bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
Settling in now, Trey Turner. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. On the ground, a second for Baez. Backhanded. And that's the second out.
Center field, number 2, Adam Eaton.
In now is Adam Eaton. Darvish pauses. First pitch on its way. Now a ball softly hit and fouled off to the left. Strike 1.
With 2 outs, they're not playing him to bunt here, and he didn't show it there, but I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't at least thinking about it. He handles the bat pretty well, and he can definitely run.
Behind 0-2 now. Here's Darvish on 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2 hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Still 1-2. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Adam Eaton now. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 2-2. Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. Stepping up to the plate, Jason Hayward. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
Jason Hayward.
First offering on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. And he misses again, 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. The 3-1. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
First baseman number 44. Anthony.
The next Cub up, Anthony Rizzo. He hit a big 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
Very rarely, Matt, do you see a first pitch changeup hit out of the ballpark. That tells me right now that this guy was up there looking for the changeup in that last at bat. We'll see if they pitch him any differently here.
First pitch on its way. And that sinker misses at the shoe tops. Ball 1. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 1-2, here it comes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. No. 2-2 pitch just missed. Hayward gets his lead at first, nobody out. A shot down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
Here's Chris Bryant now. First pitch coming. Here it is. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
You're on the mound in this situation. You only have two options. You got to find a way to strike this next guy out or get him to ground into a double play.
Here comes the 0-1. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
The 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready with the 1-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Two and two. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it. He makes the play. Runner tags and hits for third. The relay throw, and he is in there.
We'll see if moving up to third pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go for third, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a hit.
Ready for another chance? Wilson Contreras. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
First and third, you know he's going to do everything he can on the mound to roll up a double play ball. On the other side, he's got to be looking for a mistake up in the zone that he can drive in the air and pick up a sac fly at the very least.
Sliders in for a strike. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And another runs across as this is now a 4-0 ball game. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third.
Danny, I know that's not the execution he was looking for right there. That batter's eyes lit up on that pitch.
Not a real good changeup. One of the things, Mark, this pitcher will do, he'll use that changeup like most pitchers will use the curveball. His changeup is that good. That one wasn't, though.
Standing in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into center field, line drive base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. And no chance there. He'll make it to third safely.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And Montero can't squeeze it as it gets away. And not in time as the run scores. What a bad time for a wild pitch as the run will score from third. The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one. One out and a runner on second base. Happ with a 2-1 count now. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 2-1 is looked at for ball three.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Still only one out in the inning. Boy, not close again. His third walk of the inning as that misses for ball four.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Yu Darvish. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
Now a bunt attempt here. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
Now batting, the shortstop, Addison.
Stepping in, Addison Russell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Two 2-0.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
From the belt, the pitch. Out into right center. Well hit. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
They just keep pouring it on this inning. That's 5 runs so far, and they're not finished yet. They've been teeing off on everything they see, and they're showing no signs of stopping anytime soon.
Matt Grace is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. Russell stands at second with 2 gone. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed. half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. We're through 3 full here in game number 4. Cubs lead it 8-0. Striding in once again, Bryce Harper. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. And it's 1-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-2 one more time. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw stretches him out at first as the umpire says he stayed on the bag. A bang-bang play there for the first out. So next will be the 4-hole for the Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball 1. Zimmerman now waiting the 1-0. This one's down to third. Right to Bryant. Throw on to first takes care of Zimmerman for the second out of the inning.
The batter, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
Now at the plate, Daniel Murphy was plunked with the pitch in his first trip to the plate. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is a ball below the zone. The 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows his team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
Darvish pauses. 3-1 pitch on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And this one misses here. A close pitch on 3-2, but Clyde Washington rules it ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
In now is Anthony Rendon. Here's the first pitch to him. And that misses for ball one.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Two balls and no strikes to Anthony Rendon.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
The 2-0 on the way. Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
I think this all stems from the fact that they're trying to make sure the guy at the plate doesn't hurt them at all. And with that base open at first, they might opt to just put him on.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And things are not looking good here in the fourth inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Here's Matt Adams now. 2 men on, 2 away here in the fourth. Here comes the first pitch. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time. A high fastball is in there. Adams, a native Pennsylvanian, he was selected in the 23rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. Ready on 1-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Murphy over at second. Rendon on at first with 2 down. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more of Game 4 on MLB Network right after this. Stepping into the box, Jason Hayward.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
Goodness. 0-2 now.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close. You could tell this guy's been in the swing mode from the minute he walked into the batter's box.
The 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
The 1-2. That's popped up. Rendon in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Hit back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And there are the final numbers for the Washington starter. Clearly not the postseason outing he had envisioned. So coming to the plate, Anthony Rizzo. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. One out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes to Anthony Rizzo. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a ball lined toward the stride in left center for the second out.
Third baseman, Ryan.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. No hits to this point.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA. And what does he do when he shows up? Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. 2 out, nobody on. Three and 0 now.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
Here it comes, the 3-0. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. The 3-1 is in there for strike number 2.
Snuck that high hard one by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
Ran that one in on him a bit, as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. Another full count offering on its way. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as it remains an 8-0 ball game.
Leading off for Washington, the catcher, number 14, Miguel Montero.
Montero waits. Now the pitch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
You know, you think it's an 8-hole hitter right there. You shouldn't be taking that fastball, and you're right. But when you got the pitcher hitting behind you, you sometimes sit off speed because that's the pitch you're usually going to get. The pitcher does not want to get beat by you, and he's not afraid to walk you and hand it over to an AB against the pitcher.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Happ is after it. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Matt Grace. First at bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. The 1-0. Now a bunt attempt here, and they'll just tag him out along the first base line. And it's not in time, as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Sacrifice was in order right there as he gets the bunt down right there. And sometimes it's easier to just tag him instead of making that throw to first base.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Center fielder, number 2, Adam Eaton.
Stepping into the box, Adam Eaton. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Schwarber sprinting after it, and the inning is over. Nationals leave 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Singled homer run in his last time up. First pitch on its way. No balls and a strike to count. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Swung underneath that pitch, so he was either trying to elevate the ball or he was expecting a pitch to be a sinker and drop more than it did.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. A little bouncer. That winds up foul. Lifted down the line in left. Adams is in pursuit. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Dribbled up the line. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
Here's the pitch. High and deep to center field. Eaton going back to the track, and this one is gone. A home run. Solo home run for Kyle Schwarber. His first homer here in the series as they push this lead up to 9 now.
can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
In now, Ian Happ. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. One out, nobody on. Late that time for a strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of a sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Into the box, Yu Darvish. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. The 1-0. Weak chopper up the line. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Now here it comes. Line to the right side. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
He came to play today, not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Digging in and looking for more, Addison Russell. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the move is Harper, and that retires the side. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Through 5 innings, it is now 9-0. Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
First pitch of the at-bat. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
And a very low strike there. Trying to speed up the game, perhaps. It's 2-1. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Happ has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. Digging in once again, Ryan Zimmerman. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted in the air to right field. Hayward has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Coming to the plate now, Daniel Murphy. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Darvish pauses. Here he comes 0-1. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Ready on 0-2. Pops this one up. Bryant is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. Nationals gone in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Here's Javier Baez.
Leading off for the Cubs, second baseman, Javier Baez.
First offering on its way. Low for ball 1. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to center field. Eaton is under this one. 1 gone. Here's Jason Hayward now. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tough slider down low for a strike. And he falls behind 0-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And bye-bye. That one's gone into the bleachers. solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His second of the game as the blowout continues.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
Here's Chris Bryant now. He's batting cleanup, but has been shut down so far at the plate. 0 for 3. He's set. Here it comes. Line toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The Cubs get a run courtesy of Anthony Rizzo. The 6, 7, 8 hitters coming up to start the 7th. It's the Cubbies 10 and the Nationals nothing. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. Game 4 is off to the 7th inning now, but before we get it started, let's check out our game summary to this point. In now is Anthony Rendon.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bungle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Down the third baseline. Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's in time. And what a vital play there, preventing the leadoff man from getting aboard. And here's that one again with Show Track. Great reactions to knock it down with the sliding stop, and almost just as impressive was the throw all the way across to beat the runner. Any way you look at it, a fantastic play. Here's Matt Adams now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Miguel Montero will be next. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. There's ball 4.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
In now, Miguel Montero. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Pulled toward right center field. Happ on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out. Howie Kendrick will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
Howie Kendrick.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Adams leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. Curveball that time, not even close.
Man, this at-bat has changed quickly from 0-2 now to 2-2. A good job of plate discipline by this hitter, not chasing those pitches just off the plate.
The 2-2. And Kendrick gets the hands through quickly there, but a little too quickly, as this will find the seats foul. The 2-2 one more time. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hayward has a read on it, and the inning is over. One left for Washington. Starting to look bleak, down 10-0. Joaquin Benoit enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the depth. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Wilson Contreras. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Eaton is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
Ready once again, Kyle Schwarber. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now here's the pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Ready with the 1-0. Ripped down the line. And this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he is into second with a double. His third hit of the night.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing at a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. There's a strike. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
The pitcher, number 11.
So striding in, Yu Darvish. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Popped him up. Harper coming on, but he won't get there. It falls in. The throw home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, Velo, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, when you're sitting in the hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Here's Addison Russell. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Russell behind 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes, you can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
I kind of like the aggressive attitude right here. I know he's in a jam. What does he do? He goes to his best stuff, and that's the fastball.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Cubs 11 and the Nationals nothing. Steve Cishek has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 41, Steve Cishek.
The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. And Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Awfully frustrating for a pitcher. You make a close pitch like that just barely misses. Whew, that's a tough one to get back.
Soft liner out toward left center, and that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
In now is Adam Eaton. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. 1-2 now to Adam Eaton. Turner on at first, nobody out. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
And now Bryce Harper. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Harper behind with an 0-2 count now.
Hey, that's got to throw the batter's game plan off a little bit. He thinks sinker's coming. Double play situation. He gets the ordinary fastball. He's got to be thinking what's coming next.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Another 0-2 coming. Sent on the ground out to second. There's one. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Sammy Solis comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. So stepping in, Jason Hayward. He went down on strikes last time up.
Right fielder,
First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Showtrack. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The 1-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Adams will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the end of the inning. Now the Cubs 4 goals. Better fortunes here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
At the plate, Wilson Contreras. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. Popped him up. Zimmerman is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1, but they lead it 11-0. Welcome back to MLB Network. Great to have you with us from Chicago as the 9th inning is set to get underway. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. He'll be the first to bat here in the inning with his guys in need of some 9th inning magic if they're going to force a game 5. Here's the first pitch. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
Drilled right back up the middle, and there's his first base hit in this one. So the leadoff hitter in the inning reaches safely for the Nationals.
Well, Dero, you have to love that if you're a hitter. You get ahead in the count 2-0. You get a fastball right down the middle, and he sure knew what to do with it.
Are you kidding me? You fight tooth and nail to get into count leverage at bats. 2-0, 3-1, 1-0 to buy yourself that fastball middle cut, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Daniel Murphy now as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. The 1-0 takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
The 1-1 pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Sliders in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Zimmerman aboard here at first with nobody out. ready with another two-strike offering. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Justin Wilson comes on now in an awfully difficult situation as there are 2 on here with nobody out. In now, Anthony Rendon. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. The 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Lifetime numbers against Justin Wilson. He's 2 for 4. He also has 1 home run. Lifted down the line in left. Schwarber is there. 1 away. Standing in, Matt Adams. It was a walk in his last trip. Here's the first pitch. And that one stayed up a little high. First and second now, 1 man out. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The second for 1, and the Cubs are 1 step closer. They're going to the National League Championship Series.
Well, my advice to them is to enjoy this moment, celebrate with teammates, and then realize that none of it will matter if they don't get back to work in the NLCS. They've wet their beaks with this postseason success. Now they want some more.
Well, the lineup was clicking for him in this contest, and the man you see there was a major contributor. For that, he's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he certainly was a big part of this victory. Picked up 4 RBIs in the game, so it's safe to say that he came through when they needed him to.
For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our hard-working crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the National League Division Series.
Here now is the final.